Hello, welcome to Gaming Fox. In today's installment, we continue to showcase several of the new features that will be arriving in the US Civil War game, Battle Cry of Freedom, with the release of the 2.0 update. This highly anticipated update will be released on the 9th of March 2023, and introduce numerous changes and enhancements to this first and third-person shooter by Flying Squirrel Entertainment. In the previous two videos, we were able to give you a glimpse of the 2.0 artillery horses and their capabilities, as well as point out some aspects of the newly arriving cavalry and the trusted mounts. This time, we will be highlighting the engineer class and show you how the 2.0 update will alter and significantly enhance their role on the battlefields, making them an even more important and versatile asset. Especially their newly added skill to construct some very effective defenses, like real trenches and embankments, will have a huge impact on the tactics employed by friend and foe alike. Before we shoulder the pickaxes and shovels though, you should keep in mind that all the in-game footage featured in this video comes straight from the 2.0 beta version of the game, so everything you see is subject to refinement and change. With the arrival of fully deformable terrain in Battle Cry of Freedom, engineers gain the ability to actually dig trenches into the ground, as well as raise embankments above the ground level, using shovels and pickaxes. Shovels are good for digging downwards and heaping up, while pickaxes are only good for digging, but you can work a lot faster when using them. It should be noted that the maximum digging depth and height are going to be server-side settings and can be adjusted as needed. What is important to keep in mind is that, unlike the old buildable earthworks, any fortification created through terrain deformation does not count towards the total building points available to engineers. But this does not mean engineers can now go crazy and fall into an unrestricted building frenzy. While not counting towards the building points, digging does tire the worker, and, if his stamina runs out, he is no longer able to dig and has to rest in order to refill the stamina bar. So the current digging speed does not seem to be too fast, especially when considering that there also would be counter-artillery and musket fire raining down on the working engineers when their building efforts are spotted by the enemy. To construct the field fortifications featured in this video, a single engineer needs about 12 minutes, using a pickaxe to dig the trench and a shovel to create the embankment, and 204 build points to place a pickaxe crate, to build the double line of large sandbags and place 3 abatis. Needless to say, the more engineers are set to work, the faster the project can be completed. In addition to that, engineers still have an assortment of constructible obstacles available to them, either designed to slow, stop or injure men and mounts alike. The cheval de frise, which is French for Frisian horse, is the most formidable of the anti-cavalry obstacles, made of a large timber with sharpened stakes driven through in a crisscross manner. They do not only impede infantry movement, but will also deal a lot of damage to any horse foolish enough to get too close to it. Riding headlong into a cheval de frise at any speed will kill your horse instantly. The palisades are an obstacle line made of sharpened wooden planks used to stop cavalry and slow infantry. Riding into them will damage your mount to a certain degree, and, depending on the speed you travel at, might even kill it. The wire obstacles are designed to disrupt, delay and generally slow down any attacking enemy, no matter if they are on foot or mounted. Last but not least, the abatis, traditionally consisting of cut-down trees positioned to form an obstacle line, is presented in-game as a dense row of tree branches with sharpened tops directed outwards. Like with the palisades, the abatis will damage or even kill any horse riding into it, depending on its speed at the time of impact. While the 2.0 field fortifications that engineers will be able to construct might look quite daunting, the deformable terrain feature actually also means that a cannonball or shell will not only leave a crater in the ground at the place of its impact, but also will be able to damage and breach those new earthworks. Despite still being tweaked and worked on, we really liked what we saw in the 2.0 beta so far. The new terrain deformation capabilities makes playing the engineers a hell of a lot of fun, as one can just go ahead and construct quite elaborate field fortifications, trenches and rifle pits anywhere needed. At the same time, a well-aimed artillery barrage, or well-positioned powder barrel, can literally wipe your construction efforts off the map. This allows for the creation of a more dynamic and ever-changing battlefield, as players have various options available to them to battle for a tactical advantage and counter the efforts of their adversaries. Gaming Fox will keep the game in the regular schedule and continue to report about any progress made. That's it for now. Thank you all for watching.